Chippy, come here. Howdy, I'm Rob with Double TRV, and today I'm going to be doing a little walkthrough of this 1973 GMC Motorhome. For those of you that are familiar, this will be kind of a surface video, just going over some of the features. But the engineering, the style of this rig makes it really special, and they only produced about 13,000 of these from 1973 to 1978. So first thing that really hits you is the style here, completely different, you know. It was built as a motorhome, not a motorhome constructed on a truck chassis. So take a look, you see the awning here, very nice. Classic style on the inside. I see older rigs like this and, you know, I automatically get transported back in time. You know, older motorhomes, campers are definitely my style, as everybody has their own thing. You got V-dub crew, lowrider. You know, I like stuff that's a little bit more utilitarian and stuff that's still on the road that doesn't sit necessarily inside the garage all the time. What I particularly like about this era is late 60s, early 70s, is you get a lot of influence from that time. So late 60s, you think of Woodstock, you think of the space race, the moon landing, you know, a lot of political upheaval. And when the engineers are building, you know, these types of rides, they had a little bit more freedom, as it's not necessarily a production vehicle. So you see it's a little bit outrageous in some respects, but actually the engineering is very sound. And as far as engineering goes, some of the features I really like are, say, this back window here. If you look at it, I don't know why they don't do this still. This whole panel was off initially during production. The team would go in, build the whole inside, and then when they were completed, they would screw it all back in. And so this is a whole big panel here. What I love is this massive back window. I mean, you pull up to a campsite and you have this great view of the rear. I mean, you can see between the two vehicles here. You know, 1968 Winnebago here, how small that window is, and it really, you know, brings the outside world into the RV when you have something like this. Also, I love like this, you know, era bike rack, the Zip-D awning, which is in great shape here, really quite beautiful. Something else unique is this dual rear axle, has airbags in the back here. You could do a self-leveling system on the back. The ride is amazing in this. And one of the reasons is they eliminated the rear axle in this. This is only, or the rear drive shaft. This is front wheel drive. So the motorhome itself sits a mere 14 inches off the ground, and the ride in this is incredible. You feel like you're in a, you know, a vehicle that might be 16 feet long as opposed to 23 feet long. 23 foot. With these rides, I like smaller RVs because you go to a lot of national parks, state parks, and say my favorite state park is San Onofre. You can't have a vehicle that's over 25 feet. And they made two models, the 23 foot and the 26 foot. And for this year, I believe they made 416 of the 23 foot models. The green is factory, and I absolutely love that color. I mean, there's nothing more 70s than green. And here, and then the setup in here as well, it's the rear bedroom. And I know that some other motorhomes, they have a side bed, or, you know, they got like a rear bath. But what's really nice about this is the rear bedroom, being able to wake up or go to bed, you know, and you have the stars right there. You look at the inside here, you see the dash and swivel, super cool. This is not what you call like a strict, as far as like factory vehicle goes. I did put in the shag here, the curtains, a lot of the cushions are all aftermarket. But you can see here, this is the system for the rear, raise, lower. It goes up and down each side, makes it super easy. Classic kind of dash. You make your way over and check out, you know, some of the fun stuff, details you can add. You know, I like the fondue pot, the toaster crock pot, and then lots of Tupperware. You know, really just kind of make it your own. The funny calendar from this year, but stove works, oven works, has instant hot water in here, which is really cool. I like that. Newer fridge, Domatec, which is nice. What's really cool about this ride is it has a solar setup on here as well, so you don't have that big, bulky, loud generator in the back. You look in storage here, plenty of storage for clothes, whatnot. You make your way here, you got tons of the shelving. And as you make your way in the back, this doesn't fold up, it's just a dedicated bedroom. So it's set up all the time. And with cooling, you have a couple fans, one here, one bath, and then also a swamp cooler in the front. The bathroom is pretty simple. Actually pretty big considering what we have a lot of these years. I like this ride for a number of reasons. We actually just used it for our baby shower, which is 70s theme. But with what I really dig about it, you can have it as not only, say, your motorhome. I see this as something you can make into an Airbnb, an event space. You know, I think the possibilities really are just kind of endless to how you want to use this. And condition-wise, you know, from 10 feet away, the paint looks pretty good. The motor's nice. You know, it burns a little bit of oil, but starts right up. You know, you can hear the air tank filling up over here, and that's slowly filling up those bags in the rear. Starts right up. If any of you remember Stripes, the urban assault vehicle. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And not only that, I mean, I have a lot of kind of wild rides, but this one definitely is a loud vehicle and gets a lot of attention wherever it goes. And that's always fun when you roll up to a campsite and people are like, what the heck is that? You know, a lot of people haven't seen one before. Everybody, you know, I feel has seen an Airstream, and nothing against them and some of the other rides, but the GMC, like this model, 23-foot, avocado green, rear bath, you know, it has, you know, pre-smog for California. It has all these things going for it, and like at its core, you know, it really has the basics that I look for in a vehicle.